Being a daredevil comes with plenty of danger. Some stunts carry a risk of broken bones and other such injuries, while some stunts have a very good chance of killing you. So, we have collected craziest stunts ever tried by daredevils. Top List presents 10 daredevils you won't believe actually exist. Number 10. Simri Kandar. YouTuber Simri Kandar, who is known for his over-the-top videos, thought it would be a good idea to smother spicy sauce all over his body in a new clip posted online. For this latest stunt, Daredevil Simri Kandar thought it would be a good idea to take a bath in a tub filled with the equivalent of 1,250 bottles of hot sauce. He was wrong. He went so far as to consume hot peppers and dunk his head in the mixture. The result was overwhelming misery. Hours later, after cleaning off, Kandar showed off his red blotchy skin and explained he was feeling the horrible burning sensation. Number 9. Paul Rosalie. An American naturalist filmed himself being eaten alive by a snake for a TV stunt, but is now facing ridicule for getting his safety team to save him after just part of his head was consumed. In footage aired on the Discovery Channel in 2014, 27-year-old Paul Rosalie and his 10-strong team tracked down the 20-foot-long anaconda in the headwaters of the Amazon. Donning a black armored suit and slathered in pig's blood, Rosalie moved tentatively on all fours toward the enormous beast as cameras rolled and his wife, Gowrie, watched. Seconds later, the female anaconda pounced on its 5'9" victim, latching onto his head before constricting his arms and body. As Rosalie felt his arms start to break under the snake's grip, he ordered his team of fellow naturalists, doctors, and vets to save him, with just the top of his head in the animal's jaw. As the show aired, people across America took to social media to express their disappointment at the highly anticipated footage. Number 8. Oleg Cricket. If you live in Dubai, then you've probably already heard of Oleg Cricket. The extreme sportsman's Instagram has over 200,000 followers, and his recently released 4K YouTube video is terrifying, breathtaking, and sends shivers down your spine all at once. It's already amassed 800,000 views and shows some of Dubai's most beautiful scenes. His death-defying stunts include a handstand on a tiny platform on top of the Cayenne Tower in Dubai Marina, sliding down a roof of a skyscraper, and using Dubai Marina as a climbing frame. The 3-minute video features some of his already viral hits uploaded to Instagram. In one clip, he uses a hoverboard to skate on the roof of one of the towers in the marina, with some new stunts filmed using drone footage. Number 7. Luke Akins. In July 2016, a daredevil leaped from a plane 25,000 feet into a giant net, becoming the first person in the world to complete a skydive without a parachute. Luke Akins was in free fall for about 2 minutes after jumping from a small propeller plane above Simi Valley, California. The 42-year-old was not wearing a wingsuit or emergency parachute for the jump, which was broadcast live on television. He thanked the dozens of crew members who spent 2 years helping him prepare for the jump, including those who assembled the net and made sure it worked. While Akins has made over 18,000 skydives, he admitted to being nervous before his latest feat. Number 6. Philippe Petit. This French high-wire artist was profiled in the Oscar-winning documentary Man on Wire. After successfully tightrope walking the cathedral at Notre Dame and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, Petit set his eyes on the newly erected World Trade Center towers in 1974. In a fascinating feat that was as much a heist story as it was physical accomplishment, Petit and his team successfully bypassed security at the towers, then fired a rope from one rooftop to the other with a bow and arrow. Petit danced on the rope for 45 minutes as a crowd gathered below, making 8 passes in all. He was arrested as soon as he stepped off the line, but charges were dropped in exchange for another show in Central Park. Number 5. Alain Bombard. We've all seen movies where a person gets stuck in the ocean and is forced to survive, but Alain Bombard did it intentionally in 1952. He set out across the Atlantic Ocean in a rubber dinghy without food or water to prove a claim that a shipwrecked castaway could sustain life on nothing more than fish, plankton, rainwater, and the controlled drinking of small amounts of seawater. After 65 days, Elaine returned to land alive and well, proving it is possible. Number 4. Harry Houdini. We think of Harry Houdini as a magician, but he was clearly a magician with daredevil tendencies. One of Houdini's most famous tricks was his escape from a securely closed packing crate after it had been dropped into water. Houdini first performed the escape in New York's East River in 1912. Locked in handcuffs and leg irons, the crate he was in was then nailed shut and secured and weighted down with 200 pounds of lead. The crate was lowered into the water. Houdini escaped in 57 seconds. We can't tell you how he did it, magician's code of honor and all that, but every time the trick was performed, the magician appears to have run the distinct risk of drowning. Number 3. Elaine Robert. Elaine Robert is also known as the human Spider-Man. It's not a single stunt that puts him on the list. He continuously pushes the boundaries of free solo climbing by showing up at a random skyscraper and climbing it without warning. He's climbed over 100 skyscrapers and usually does it without ropes, using just his bare hands. In 2011, he performed a legal climb of the 2,717-foot Burj Khalifa in Dubai, but with the partial use of a safety harness. However, his 3 climbs of the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur were completed without safety equipment. Those climbs landed Robert in jail and landed him a secure spot on Greatest Daredevil list for the foreseeable future. Number 2. Penny Palfrey. In June of 2011, Australia marathon swimmer Penny Palfrey emerged from the sea onto the Cayman Islands, staggering, puffy-faced, arms held up weakly in triumph. She had just swam 40 hours, unaided, through 67 miles of shark-infested waters. She remembers kicking something solid, and was stung 3 times by jellyfish, leaving her tongue and mouth swollen severely. After arriving on shore, she was immediately taken to the hospital to be treated for severe dehydration, muscle tears, and jellyfish stings. Number 1. Evel Knievel. It wouldn't be a list of most dangerous stunts without mention of the granddaddy of all daredevils, Evel Knievel. This courageous motorcycle stuntman may be responsible for single-handedly creating the Daredevil superstar character. Many of his jumps were spectacular, but the most ambitious was the Snake River Canyon jump by way of a rocket-powered motorcycle. Unfortunately, the stunt failed, but Knievel still found a place in the record books. He holds the record for most broken bones, 433 to be exact. For those of us who prefer to keep our feet firmly on the ground, the question arises, why? Perhaps extreme tightrope walker Petit explains it best when he answered, with perfect French profundity, "There is no why." Who do you think is the biggest daredevil of all time? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to click like and subscribe, and while you're here, check out some of the other cool videos you might enjoy. Thanks for watching!